What's up, everybody? I am Sniggenhoff, and today we are playing some more Duelyst. And the quest we have is Vanar. It was Songhai, but I felt like we had played a lot of Songhai recently, so we switched it to Vanar. Well, we hit replace, and it turned up as Vanar. I don't have like a secret script to make it turn up as any faction I want. And we haven't played Kara yet, so let's play some Kara. This is an Arcanyst Kara deck. Has some cards I don't quite really like in here, like Mana Forger. I've never really been a fan of him. Like cards that don't affect the board immediately, although he can, and that people really try to kill fast and aren't all that resilient, I don't feel like are all that strong. But he certainly does have uses and can bait out removal from the opponent. Playing against Vinsanity over here, so as the basketball player's name escapes my head for some reason. Vince Carter. I don't know why I forgot that. I'm a pretty big NBA fan. We got Vince Carter over here on the other side. I think I'm going to throw away one Frostburn and keep the other one. Seems fine. Interesting add in this deck that I actually really like is Hailstone Prison. I'm kind of a fan, although I probably don't want two Hailstone Prisons. There's our Mana Death Grip, and we'll throw out this Mana Forger and expect him to get natural selection immediately. We also are running two Enfeebles in this deck. I thought about going down to one. The deck list called for two Enfeebles and two Frostburns. I thought about going to one and three Frostburns, but I wanted to keep it at two just to see how Enfeeble plays now that it costs a little bit more. My hunch is kind of same with Thumping Wave. It's probably going to be just fine. A little harder to play with Blistering Scorn now, but if this thing doesn't get natural selection, I'm going to be shocked. Golem Metallurgist. Ragebinder. Wow. This is a little awkward for me, but I think what I might do, is just, it's giving him the healing back, but I kind of want to kill this Golem Metallurgist and use a Mana Death Grip. So I kind of want to Hailstone Prison this back to his hand and then kill this off. Maybe freeze him in place. Although that feels kind of like a waste in a Vanar deck. I kind of want to replace something to see if I can draw into something I can play onto the board this turn. Well, that is something I could play this turn. It's not happening, but... do I want to Frigid Corona him? I think I do. I like drawing the card. I literally just talked about not wasting these spells when I'm playing an Arcanyst deck, but... that Flash Freeze is nice. I'm a big fan of Flash Freeze in an Arcanyst deck. Just get those free procs off. I'm also a fan of Flash Freeze just for its freeze effect as well. Second Golem Metallurgist, because of course. And there's the Ragebinder again. So I have some options. I could Albi Sage, Hero Power, and Flash Freeze. Or I could Frostburn and kill the Ragebinder. This one might be better, to be honest with you. I'm gonna replace this Blue Conjurer, I think. Chromatic Cold. kind of want to Chromatic Cold this, but if I do that, I can't play this, right? I could. Yeah, now that I think about it, I kind of like that. Trinity Wing for next turn to refill my hand. Yeah, I like those plays a lot. Plus I still got the Frostburn. I should have attacked his face though, that's a mistake. Eggmorph? Kind of looks like an Eggmorph, it smells like an Eggmorph. Thumping Wave, okay. He's gonna hit this, I assume? I don't think I want to throw back Frostburn, and I definitely want to play Trinity Wing this turn. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm trying to think of the best way to play around my Cantor Warbeast here. If I run him this way and move myself here, he can still move up to here, play Macantor here, and it can get all the way to here. Jeez, so there's no way to play around Macantor this turn. This has to stay alive for another turn, unfortunately. I think I am gonna go ahead and do this and attack. And I'll hold on to these. I could heal this to make it more resilient to Macantor. I kind of want to save these cheap spells though for if I draw an Arcanyst. I didn't draw an Arcanyst. Alright, that signals to me that it's not Macantor. Second Golem Metallurgist. Alright, I have a Frostburn I'm dying to introduce you to. And a Lava Slasher then? A whole heap of nothing? I would love to draw Circulus, like... Oh, it'd be so good. Another Rage Binder. He put that in the wrong spot. That's a little unfortunate, though. But they only will proc at the beginning of his turn, right? Yes, okay. Okay, we're fine. Everything is fine. I want to replace something, though. We're definitely playing this. And then to kill off this, I can either play the Mana Death Grip or the Lesson of Power. And Mana Death Grip, I feel like, is a little bit more valuable. Although, it boosts me forward one more turn, so it should be fine. I think I'm going to throw this back then. Don't need that Enfeeble. Frostburn. Yeah, he should have played the Rage Binder here. Well, I guess I could have reached it either way, so... It doesn't get around Mccanter, but it does get around him hitting it in the face again. So I need to draw a freaking minion. That's what I need to do. Maybe I should have killed the egg with this and hit him in the face. Probably would have been better. Boulder Breacher and Hero Power. Vince Carter's got plays. Oh, but that wasn't a... Yeah. Which one of these do I want to throw back? I'm more tempted to throw away... Well, this... Whichever I don't throw back, I'm likely playing this turn. I kind of don't want to bring this back up to his action bar, so... Hearth Sister. It's at least a minion. What's the best place to play it? Or do I save the Hearth? I mean, I'm not Fae or anything. Saving the Hearth Sister doesn't do me much. This feels like a real waste of an Enfeeble. Maybe I don't play it then? Do something like this instead. I really don't need this Mana Forger anymore. And it allows me not to waste the Enfeeble. Juggernaut. That needs to go away. How do I want to play this? Kind of want to move here, move here, move her here, and play the Albi Sage there. And then Enfeeble. He'll spawn one egg. And hopefully, I think I cover all my bases moving like this to be able to kill the egg, so. It does turn him into a 1/1. Yeah, I should have saved him till after. I was like, he's gonna get the bonus health. But I'm dumb. Yeah, wasted that. And I left the egg alive, which hatches into a Storm Metal Golem. That was a misplay, as the kids like to say it. Now I lose the game, because he literally has 12 damage. Yeah. I screwed that whole pooch. How should I have done that differently? I should have enfeebled first. Yeah, should have enfeebled first. Moved up to here, attacked with the Hearth Sister, and then I would have been able to kill where the egg spawned, and then played the Albi Sage. And then, you know, I wouldn't lose the game. Well, game 1 curse comes back to bite us in the butt. Let's see if we can do a little bit better in game 2. It's just like, sometimes those synapses don't fire in my brain, where it's like, hey, don't play the Albi Sage before the Enfeeble, because it's bad. It's really, really bad. And even the health procs before the 1/1 effect goes off. So, like, you don't even end up with a 1/3, you end up with a 1/1. So yeah, I'm just a bad player. Although at least I recognized it instantly. Something I'm trying to do. See where I make misplays so I can fix them in the future. But yeah, I don't claim to be perfect. So I'm going to need you to quit putting that label on me. Jeez, guys, calm down. Playing against Blatum or Blah trademark, or thank God I got a Circulus in my opening hand. This hand is actually pretty dope, to be honest with you. This guy has won a tournament, so that's cool. I actually like this whole hand, though, so I think I'm going to keep it. Maybe I could throw away the Blue Conjurer, but other than that, I mean, this is just begging for him to get killed. Just like, please natural selection me. But would I rather waste a Hearth Sister or play out a Circulus and ask for him to get natural selection? Am I thinking about this too hard? Possibly. And now that I think about it, I kind of want to replace this guy. I'm going to try to be a little bit tricksy. Because, like, I don't have to play him on the first turn to get value off of him, obviously. Sojourner. So I can move down to here. Or actually, what I think I want to do is move up to here, play Circulus here, move down to here. I have 2 mana left. Do I just run out the Frigid Corona and call it a day? I was trying to get cute by like flash freezing something. I could like flash freeze this and then play a 2/1 here to take that mana tile away from him. I kind of like that as well. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to be too cute right now. Oh, but I think I like this play. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. Yeah, I'm a fan of all that. The next turn I can Chromatic Cold him if I want to, and then let Mana Death Grip him. I don't understand how in the round of nerfs, Circulus was not touched. This card is ridiculous. The amount of card advantage you can get early in the game is crazy. He's bonkers. And then, like, if you don't need these illusions, you can replace them for other cards in your deck. You're not required to keep them. Second Sojourner. Jeez. My man wants to draw his cards. Do I want to make just an army of illusions and buff them this turn? Do I want to keep Blue Conjurer in my hand? I kind of don't. That's not bad. So I can move up to here. Chromatic Cold here. And attack this to kill that one off. That leaves me with 3 mana. And 1, 2 for the other one, and then 3. And I can kill this guy off this turn too, so it'll draw him 2 cards, but he'll burn one of them. Yeah. That seems like a fine turn. That seems like a very fine turn. Plasma Storm. Eh. Happens. Drop one of these. Trinity Wing. These guys are Arcanyst, but so I want to save that then, so I can trigger him next turn. Just go ahead and play him. If he doesn't die, then I can play the Trinity Wing out without having to play him. If he does die, then I have these two, so. This is Mercantor turn, yep. I'm gonna try to be a little cute here. I'm gonna take 4 damage, which may be a little too cute. I wish I got to pick the space for that, but this guy's not an, this guy's a Vesper, this guy's an Arcanyst, so I need one of these two to survive to get my healing. Yeah, I'm not sure I love Enfeeble in this situation. Do you have a second Mercantor? If you do, you don't have a great place to play it. I guess you move like over here and play it here. That seems fine actually. It kind of wrecks my day because I don't get to... Hey look! Ugh. Why do I have to open up my big stupid mouth? I'm gonna lose this game. I definitely needed the healing off this guy. Well, that's handy. I don't know if I want to just play him onto the board for no reason. We'll attack with him. He needs, like, if he has another Mercantor, I lose. Elucidator, I lose too. What can you do? Plasma Storm, Mercantor right in a row. Tough to beat. Probably still played incorrectly, but still tough to beat. That's why people play Magmar. Magmar still has like the best minions and the best removal. I mean, it's crazy. Although, I shouldn't complain too much. I'm playing Vanar. Zelflex, who probably has the best card advantage in the whole game. You need to go. I think... There we go. I think I can keep this hand the way it is. I like the potentials that I have on the next turn. Yeah, on this, well, if I had gotten the wolf to spawn here, it would have been nice because he couldn't have killed with his Mercantor. He could only have either hit me and killed one minion or killed 2 minions and not been, well, he could have moved after he played it. but he was able to move and do stuff, which was unfortunate. Do I just want to bounce this? I kind of just want to bounce that. And I kind of want to play this, so let's make some plays. Yeah, I agree, we'll make some plays. Ooh, that was a hot wolf spawn, guys. It was a really hot wolf spawn. And yeah, I'll just pass there. Well, I've lost the first 2 games, but I think I have shown at least like what the power of Arcanyst Arcanyst Kara looks like. And both of them, well, the second one didn't really come down to the wire, but the first one did. And it just a really bad play mistake cost it for me. A really bad play mistake, and to be fair, some luck on his side as well. Like if that wasn't a Storm Metal Golem, but instead it was like a Golem Metallurgist, game doesn't end there. Okay, there he is back. I'm probably in the market to just kill that this turn. Four mana. I want to run him away. I kind of want to take this. Brings me up to 5. I'm going to hit this guy with this and Mana Death Grip him. So there's 1 out of 5. 2, 3, 4 out of 5. Do I even really need to use the 5th mana? If not, then I can just save it. To be honest with you. I'm setting myself up for a real disasterly Holy Immolation here, but I do have plenty of cards left in my hand. Sunriser. And Sundrop Elixir. Okay. Okay. You're cool. Miniature Holy Immolation. Perfectly set up for as well. I kind of want to just throw this illusion back right now. That was not really what I wanted to draw. Seems fine. I don't get to kill him this turn, unfortunately, but the only thing it can deal damage to is me. Magnetize. Well. And the Holy Immolation, jeez. need to deal with that. That is one way to deal with that. I did burn a Hearth Sister there, unfortunately. Another Sunforged Lancer. Good lord. True Strike? Sunbloom. Okay. Whenever anything is healed. Alright. I think this like combos too well with a lot of her cards. So don't really want to play it. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like all that. Potentially 9 and hit it. Yeah. Unfortunately, because of where this spawned... No, I should have put this guy here. I was trying to, like, protect this guy. But now he can just move up here and Holy Immolate. Kill everything I just did. Or just play a Sunriser. And heal twice. Yeah, I definitely should have put him there so that she couldn't move to this spot. And a Death Grip doesn't really help me. Well, I guess it does. Ironcliff Guardian. Arclight Regalia. Good lord! Those were the cards you were holding? Jeez. Get out of here. Sunriser. And yeah, attacking and healing will kill me off. Jeez. Really playing well today, guys. Ugh. Should have just played Songhai. At some point, I'm gonna... I mean, I've been pulling a lot of decks from offline or online. Pulling them off the online space. At some point, I'm gonna start tooling around with the decks that I have pulled off. And either creating my own or kind of modifying these decks into more of my playstyle, kind of. Jeez. Kind of like this hand. Depending on how things go, I could play him on turn 2, or this on turn 2. But I do have to do that, I have to put one of these two at risk. And he definitely plays Mana Death Grip. Like, let's be serious for a second here. I'm going to keep it and then maybe throw this back depending on what he plays on turn 1. Frostburn's really good against most of this deck. Circulus and all his minions, well, assuming he's playing the Arcanyst Fan Art deck, Circulus and all his minions get burned down by Frostburn. If he's playing the more late game stuff with Embla and the 7 cost, it is a little bit more difficult. Hearth Sister. Could Frigid Corona here, which would disrupt his tempo a little bit, and I draw a card off of it. Yeah, we'll try it out. It's not like we've been making the hottest of plays anyway, so maybe getting frisky will help us out a little bit. If he blows his load here, I can play Frostburn, whether this guy survives or no. No, this guy does not survive for me to play Frostburn. Sojourner. Do I want to play the Albi Sage? But if I play the Albi Sage, I have no follow-up spell or anything. I could like move up here, move up to here, Hearth Sister this Hearth Sister over here and kill it and play Circulus down over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. This may not be the best play, but it denies him this mana tile next turn, gets his Hearth Sister off the board, gives me a little bit more board presence, and he will not be able to Frostburn next turn. So, I at least don't fear that card. And I miraculously played around Warbird without even thinking about it, which is never what happens. So what does he do this turn? He either plays a 3-mana card and Warbirds, or he plays a 4-mana card, or a 2-mana card and a 1-mana card. I mean, if he has Mana Death Grip in his hand, coming down here and attacking this and Mana Death Gripping it is pretty obvious. Interesting to me that he moved away from this Hearth Sister instead of attacking it for the card. Sunsteel Defender. I mean, tempted to just Frostburn here. Alternatively, I could Hailstone Prison this. I could play Albi Sage and Hailstone Prison that. But if I'm like, I could attack with this Mana Forger here, Frostburn, and then kill this off. I just like Frostburn so much more than I like Enfeeble now. I don't know. That's probably the wrong thought to have. But it's the one I do have, dang it. I have to be true to my heart. That's what the movie Mulan taught me. And then next turn, like we could hit him with the big swings with Albi Sage into Hailstone Prison if he plays something large. One thing I have noticed from these games is that Mana Forger has been a bit more resilient than I expected him to be. Like every time I've played him, I've just expected him to die, and he's actually stuck around for quite a while. Like there, I cashed him in, but other times it's just been like he just stays. Sunsteel Defender and Warbird, I assume. Yeah. I think I will just Albi Sage and Hailstone Prison. And then next turn, like, possibly play a bunch of little dudes out in hero power. Oh, I didn't even notice his hand was full. I'm accidentally a genius, guys. I don't think I want to race him just because he will race faster with this no matter what. Do I want to replace this Blue Conjurer? It is really good. But I think I'd like to find a spell, and that's exactly kind of what I was looking for. I think I want a Zerg Swarm out next turn, especially with Albi Sage and this. Like, who doggies? Enfeeble. Okay. Little unfortunate, but. And the Mana Death Grip. You don't even have the respect. Oh, you Mana Death Gripped him. That's actually a good call. That was smart. I was like, he doesn't even have the respect to Mana Death Grip that Albi saves himself. No, he was making the smart play. He was making the correct play. I mean, I still think I just run out 3, 4, 5, 6 and chill. Maybe I could replace this Flash Freeze now. Okay. Just box him in. I played that so wrong. I should have a 4/4 wolf on the board. I wasn't even thinking about it. Oh my god. Hey guys, if I lose this game, it's probably because of that mistake. That specific mistake right there. Oh, poopy face. I'm so dumb. here's what would have happened though. So don't worry. This is why it wasn't a play mistake. The wolf would have spawned here. It would have spawned right here, and he would have just warbirded and hit it. And he still would have taken 4 damage, yeah, but it would have died anyway. So let's just pretend that that's what would have happened. I was so stupid. First of all, to combat that very situation, I should have played one of these dudes here, one of these dudes here, and then played this guy here to spawn the wolf over here, so I don't even have to worry about it being in warbird situation. I was just pulling things from my action bar, not even thinking. Because who thinks about decisions before they make them? Don't be silly. Circulus of his own. Frostburn. And an illusion. Okay, I don't hate getting fire starter here. Or do I? Actually, I kind of do. That wasn't really what I was looking for. That's not bad, though. It's just, I replaced the fire starter because, like, it's 2 turns before I realistically play him with, like, value to be had, right? Like, I have to play the Trinity Wing. I have to play the Trinity Wing out. First of all, I have to hope this guy doesn't die. Then play the Trinity Wing out to get all the spells. And then I can play him next turn. And that just, like, with the way this game is, the state of the game right now, I feel like that's so far in the future that I think it was better just try to find something that had a more immediate impact, aka a card I could have played that turn, which of course I didn't find, but... And then even then I wouldn't have had like the finishing power to like end the game from that spot. Do you have the Mana Death Grip? Or the Flash Freeze? Blistering Scorn. Okay. Well, I hate to say it, but I think my mistakes have cost me this game. But I guess it's not over quite yet. But like Grandmaster Embla does a pretty good job of ending the game from here. The fact that he's got 8 damage, 10 damage, 12 damage, like he can put me down to 4 this turn and have both his minions survive and bring himself down to 10. That's pretty decent as well. I was trying to think if maybe I should have played the general +1 attack, but then like instead of bringing me down to 4, he would bring me down to 1, and it's much easier to find, 1 damage out of your deck than it is to find 4 damage out of your deck. So probably the right call. Frigid Corona, probably stunning here. No, stunning my face. He wants me to sit still. Also the fact that he has, like, the clock, Hearth Sister, swapping with him. Yeah, like he can literally, I kind of have to win the game next turn. Otherwise he'll win the game. Because even if I get rid of everything else, I'm stuck here and he'll have 4 damage. Unless he like miraculously doesn't attack with everything. Tried to set up, he worked really hard to set up the perfect Warbird, but then he didn't get to attack with anything. It looks like he took way too long thinking about that. Oh, no, he did get to attack with that. And he did get to attack with that. Never mind. He didn't attack with his face, though. That is at least one small bit of solace. I need to replace a card. And I think it's the general +1 attack. Mana Death Grip. Okay, I need to kill off all of his minions, first of all. So... this guy can kill off 1. This can kill off 1. This can kill off 1. And then he can kill off 1. Did this slightly wrong, but so yeah, if he had attacked me with his face this last turn, he would have won this turn, no matter what I did. So he did make a mistake there. So I bought myself an extra turn because of it. If he does not win, and if he doesn't kill any of my minions, I have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage on the board. Of course, he's got a Frostburn, which ends all of those dreams. Frostburn would have been very helpful for me last turn, but what can you do? Okay, so now I have to win next turn, no matter, or he wins no matter what, because he will have Warbird. And he had Chromatic Cold, so it didn't matter. Well, you know, started off the week real good with an 0-4. All of it my own fault. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit me up with a comment. What adjustments would you make to this deck? Do you like it just the way it is, or do you think there's some places, some cards that could change? I think there are some cards that can change hands, do some different things. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.